Crafts Tale, and I want to welcome you to the channel. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do so. Also, don't forget to ring that bell to stay up to date on everything that we do here at A Crafts Tale. Now let's get into today's lesson. Today, we're going to go through the basic supplies you'll need for any crochet project. We'll also go through the differences in stitch abbreviations from the US and UK terms, as well as your tension. After that, we'll learn a few basic stitches. So let's move on over to the other area and we'll get started. I'll meet you there in a moment. Okay, so the basic supplies you will need for any crochet project are going to be a set of hooks, which actually might be a good idea to have more than one set. So you need your hooks, some yarn. I like using Red Heart or Karen the best. Your pattern, which you can find online or you can print them out. You can find them in books. You can find them in several places. You also need a pair of scissors, some yarn needles to tuck in your strands. There's metal and then there's also some plastic. Either one, they both work. Okay, you'll also need some stitch markers, which you can have two different types. These are the ones that actually close around your stitch. There's some that don't close, and that's fine. Either one that you wish to use is perfectly fine. You'll also need some sort of measuring tape, and this will be used to figure out your gauge as well as how big your final project is. You will want to have some sort of stitch counter. I like to keep more than one stitch counter because I like to keep one to calculate what row I'm on, and also one to calculate what stitch I am on. And these are pretty easy to use. You just slip them on your finger with a, you know, they've got the band, so you just slip it around your finger, and for every row or stitch, you just hit this center button. So not too bad. And to clear it, you just do that. It's real easy to use. And then the final thing that you're going to want is a bag or some other preferred organization container to be able to keep all of your current project in. It'll help to keep everything together, your yarn, your supplies, everything. I personally have this excellent bag that I can show you in a moment, but it keeps everything. It keeps all of my hooks, it keeps all of my supplies, my yarn. It even has a spot for the current project. If you can get your hands on a bag such as this, that is highly recommended. But there's other things that you can do as well. You can always use a plastic tub that you can get from, you know, places like Walmart or even the dollar store or something like that. You can always use a plastic tub. Just anything. I mean, just about anything you can use to keep your project in. Alright, this is just one example of a crochet bag. Inside, as you can see, I do have my current project in. So what you have is your top part. And this can hold some excess stuff, you know, excess supplies. I have a couple patterns in here and obviously a USB stick, so that's pretty helpful. And it does have the very inside. Now inside here, let me move all of that. Inside here, if you open that up, it does have the spots for your yarn. You can get, I believe, 6 skeins, regular size skeins. I wouldn't recommend putting in 6 skeins of the big skeins of yarn, the 1 pound skeins. But you can get your yarn in here for your project. Technically back here, I suppose you could put your project in there back there. But your yarn can easily fit through these holes. And it makes it a lot easier for you to not have your yarn tangle so much. Right, this particular bag also has a zipped area right back here in the back. So you can put like your books and stuff back here. Up front you have another pouch. And inside of here I like to keep my hooks. They do have a spot here for your hooks. They also have a spot for your excess material, such as your needles, your measuring tape, your stitch holders, your counters, and so much more. And of course, there is that plastic pouch there. So this is just one example of a crochet bag. This is the type that I actually highly recommend. So whatever you decide, happy crafting. As I said before, we will be going through the terminology of stitches, both in US and UK terms. Now I will be using I'll be using US terminology for all of my projects, so please keep that in mind. I will, however, keep the US UK terminology listed below. Now that we have that, let's explain that terminology. Next up, we have tension. What is tension and why is maintaining it so important? Well, tension is the stress we apply to our yarn as we continue to use it. If we can learn to apply the correct tension to our yarn throughout our project, we can determine the end result will be the outcome that we truly want. How do we maintain our tension through our project? Well, that's pretty simple. There's various ways that you can keep your tension. So what you need to do is just find out what is comfortable for you. So I made a slip stitch here. And as you see, there's different ways. So what you can do is wrap it around your pinky and hold it like that. So that is one way. Another way is wrapping around the next two and keeping it like that. But what I like to do is keep it like this, and I keep my pinky there to make sure that I'm not coming up with any knots. I'm able to have the yarn flowing seamlessly through my fingers, if that makes sense. Just find what's comfortable for you. So before we start learning the basic stitches, let's learn how to hold your crochet hook. Some people like holding it as if you are cutting with a knife, and that's fine. Others hold it as if you are holding a pencil, and that's fine as well. So just find what is comfortable for you. Alright, so talking about hooks. Hooks come in various sizes, and plastic, steel, anything. Personally, I enjoy using both. I always try to keep at least, a couple sets of hooks around. Honestly, it's always really good to have more than one set of hooks. Besides, there's never a such thing as having too many hooks or too much yarn. Alright, now on to the stitches themselves. We are not going to go through every crochet stitch ever made because there's just no way to do that. So today, we're going to go through some of the most basic and most commonly used stitches. If there's any stitch that you would like to learn about and to see me do myself, please leave a comment in the comments below, and I will definitely see what I can do. So in the next video, we're going to continue to learn some more of the basic stitches as well. So let's start off right now with the slip stitch. So let me go ahead and back that up. You just want to wrap it around your finger, wrap it through, slip that over, and there you go. It's pretty basic, and that's how you're going to want to start pretty much any project. So the next is going to be a chain stitch. Now this usually starts off projects like blankets, clothing, hats, scarves, anything like that. And so much more, so much more. So let me show you how to do that. With your hook, and I am using a J hook or a size 10 or a 6mm hook. And that's what I'm going to use today. So what you want to do is make sure that you have some space on there. And you're going to yarn the hook, you're going to hook the yarn over your hook and slide it through like that. So let's do that again. We're going to yarn over and back again. Okay, and again. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. And let's do that again. We're going to yarn over and pull through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains on our hook, and that's fine. So let's go ahead and do 6 more chains. Okay, we're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. And again. All right, let's see where we're at here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Perfect. Now the next step that we are going to do, the next stitch that we'll learn is the single crochet. So what you want to do in this chain right here, we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go right here. All right, so what we're going to do our chain, our crochet, is we're going to insert our hook, pull some yarn over, and that way you have 2 loops onto your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. So let's do that again. We're going to insert our hook into the next chain. We're going to pull some yarn over. We have 2 loops onto our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. Okay, let's do that again. Insert our hook into the next chain. We're going to pull through. We have 2 loops onto the chain. we're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. Let's do it again. Insert into the next chain, pull through. We have 2 loops onto our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops on the chain, and that is giving us a single crochet. Right now we have 4 onto our hook. Okay, so let's do it again. Insert into the next chain, pull through. We have 2 loops on the chain, on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. Let's do that again, all the way to the end. Okay, so the next stitch we're going to do is what is called the half double crochet, or in the UK terms, this will be a treble crochet. So here's my swatch, and this is what it will look like. Move that over. There you go. That's what it will look like. And put that aside. And let's go ahead and do that. So what I did, I've already started. I've got 10 stitches, and I chained to come up to the next row, and I turned my work. So what you want to do is yarn over, go into this stitch right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, this one right here. And we're going to go in. Make sure that you get both loops back here, because as you see, there is 2 loops. You want to go through both loops. You'll yarn over, pull your hook through, and you will end up with 3 loops onto the hook. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So let's do that again. You're going to yarn over, going into the next stitch right here, pull your yarn through. You'll have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Into the next stitch, pull, whoops, let me rephrase that. Yarn over, into the next stitch, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And again, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through with 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through, pull up all 3 loops, yarn over, and pull through them all. Yarn over, go into the next stitch. You have 3 loops, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Let's do this a couple more times. We have yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up the loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And one more time. You will have your hook right there, or your stitch right here. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, oops, right here. I'm sorry, I keep going out of the camera. Pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And that is going to be your half double crochet. All right, the next stitch we are going to learn today, let me see if I can't move this over a little. The next stitch we're going to learn today is going to be your double crochet, which is the treble crochet in UK terms. So as you see below, I have where we did our single crochet, and what I did was chain 2 and turned my work. Now what you want to do is yarn over, go into this stitch here. This is your first stitch, and again, make sure that you are going through both loops. You're going to pull your yarn through, and again, you will have 3 loops onto your hook. You're going to yarn over, go through the first 2 loops, and that gives you 2. Yarn over, go through the 2 hooks, and that is your first double crochet. So let's do it again. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull your yarn through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 2 more loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. Let's do that again. Yarn over, go through the next stitch, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That'll give you 2 loops on the hook left. Yarn over and pull through the 2 hooks or 2 loops. And again, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull your yarn through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 2 loops. And again, yarn over, go through the next stitch, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. That will leave you with 2 more loops. Yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. Let's go ahead and do this until the end of our row. And we are on our last stitch, and again, one last double crochet. Let's go ahead and do that again. So we're going to chain 2, we are going to turn our work, and now we yarn over, go into the next stitch or the stitch. We have 3 loops onto our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and again, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go into our next stitch, pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go into the next hook, stitch, pull up 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go into our next stitch, pull up the yarn. We'll end up with 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's go ahead and do that until we get to the end. And that is how we do our double crochet. Okay, and for our final stitch today, we are going to learn how to do the treble or triple crochet. Alright, and again, yarn over twice into the next stitch, pull up, leaving 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 again. And yarn over twice into the next stitch, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And for our last stitch, and that is how you do a triple crochet. And let me show you guys the swatch that I have done. Again, a triple crochet. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for crocheting with me today. The next time we will go through some more basic crochet stitches, can't talk today, as well as a lot more. So remember, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to stay up to date on all of our content. If you like gaming, music, and cooking, why not jump over to our regular channels, Lyrical Moonraven, Pixel Gamer Girls, and the Nerdy Cooking Lady. I'll have those links for you down in the description below. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll craft at you later. Bye.